Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Lane and we are now at the fundamental analysis portion of this course. Okay, so when it comes to the foreign exchange market, fundamental analysis is just a fancy way of saying news. You are analyzing news data and breaking down political, economic, and social factors that drive currency markets up and down. Now, a certain news event will happen, and based off of that news event, of course, the market will react. What I'm going to be doing in this section of the course is breaking down these news events into what we as analysts call economic indicators, and give you guys really insight into understanding in totality what they are, how they move the market, and how you will trade them based off of their news release. So first, please note that you can become a successful trader by understanding technicals only. And you can also become a successful trader by understanding fundamentals only. I actually have some friends that do both. I have some friends that are technical analysts that don't look at fundamentals at all. And I also have some friends that are just fundamental analysts only and don't look at technicals at all. But please just know that your ability to understand both will put you above the edge and give you multiple confluences in your trades, okay? A lot of people struggle with confidence in knowing that they are in winning or losing trading or in winning or losing trade positions, but understand that when you understand everything in totality, it will really put you above the edge and give you all of the confirmations that you need to execute your trades. So, in order for us to understand economic indicators, it's important for us to really dive into understanding the key elements that cause the market to fluctuate each and every day. Okay, it's also important for us to understand the never-ending stream of fundamental news that lies below the surface of the obvious. So in order for us to understand this, we must first actually understand what economic indicators are. Essentially, they are financial instruments dependent on data and information that will show us how well or how poorly an economy is performing. And based on this news release, market makers and policy creators will literally gather a consensus on how this exact news release will perform in the future. Now, most novice traders, they'll look at Forex Factory. If you've ever looked to the right-hand side of Forex Factory and you see like a folder, this is where this data stems from. Now, as an investor, you can gather information to make an informative decision on your trades. For instance, an economic indicator suggests that the economy will benefit or worsen from a specific event. You can approach the market with a somewhat of an informed bias based off of that particular event. So there are two main attributes, okay, to economic indicators. You have pro-cyclic and counter-cyclic. Pro-cyclic indicators are indicators that move in the same direction of the economy. So if the economy is doing well, this number is typically increasing. On the other hand, if our economy is doing poorly, like when coronavirus first broke out, this number will be decreasing, okay? And a counter-cyclical indicator is an economic indicator that moves in the opposite direction of the economy. So if the economy is getting worse, right? Like unemployment rates, that's kind of like an example. So as unemployment rates decrease, the economy will get better. Now, from these two indicators, timing is a very, very key factor that comes into play. It can be leading, lagging, or coincident. Leading indicators signal a change that the economy or signals a change prior to that actual event taking place. So it's the most important economic indicator because it kind of foretells the economy's prediction. Interest rates and inflation are two examples of leading indicators, as well as stock market returns. Now, a lagging indicator is an indicator that kind of takes some time to affect the economy, such as unemployment rates. And lastly, coincident indicators are really point out the overall track of the economy, such as individual pay and retail deals and somewhat of that sort, okay? So like that's kind of a brief introduction into fundamental news. In our next video, I'm going to be breaking down how this correlates to our economic cycle. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys on the next video.